Hey, what is up guys? My name is Talha and you are watching Gadgets Sphere. In today's video, I wanted to do the full review of the Poco F4. Is it actually worth it in 2022 or not? Let's get started. First of all, let's just talk about the build quality. So I have been using this smartphone since the day it was launched, and believe me, the build quality is insane. Now this smartphone has Gorilla Glass on the back, Gorilla Glass on the front, and even in the camera lens we have Gorilla Glass. And the best part is, I just never felt like I was using a smartphone which was not that well built, because this is actually very strong. I have dropped it 4 to 5 times, no problems, no scratches, no scuffs, nothing at all. So this does show that Poco has actually put up a lot of effort in the build quality to make this smartphone a worth smartphone. Now, one more thing I wanted to tell you, that is, this video is not sponsored by Poco. Obviously, I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion and my views about this smartphone. So let's just talk about one thing which I don't like in the build quality department, and that is this side. The sides are made up of plastic, which doesn't feel that premium. But again, you are paying only 24 to 30,000 rupees for this smartphone. For that price, you can't really complain and go wrong with it. Now, let's just move on towards the display. Now, this is actually my favorite part of the smartphone. It has such a beautiful display. Look at this. It is a 6.6-inch Full HD Super AMOLED 120Hz panel. It is absolutely perfect for a phone which has Snapdragon 870. So now the Poco brand has actually, made two things very well, and that is the build quality and the display. Now what is left, and that is the processor, because processor is a very important factor of a good smartphone, and they have nailed it as well. They have just put in this Snapdragon 870, which is the fastest processor in the smartphone industry, under 24,000 Indian rupees. You guys can see this is the Snapdragon 870, which is actually the best processor you can get, money can buy, which is insane. And one more thing which it does really well, and that is it supports custom ROMs. Now custom ROM, for those of you who don't know what it is basically a way to make your smartphone more personalized and for it to work a bit better and smooth. And if you want to get pixel like feel in your Poco F4, you can get it through a custom ROM. You can watch my videos like this one to how to install a pixel ROM, or this one for a really cool custom ROM which I love from the bottom of my heart. So yeah, custom ROM is a very cool way of customizing your smartphone, but it does mean that your warranty will be void. Now speaking of warranty, it has a 2-year warranty. Now 2 years is more than enough. They are offering 2 years of warranty upfront, which means that if something happens, if you don't install any custom ROM, you're using it as a normal phone, and if something happens to your Poco F4, you will get it replaced for free without any cost. Now in my case, I got my Poco X3 Pro replaced as well with the Redmi Note 10 Pro, which was actually not that best or great deal, but still I just found it to be good and I was happy about it. But that is one thing you need to know, that is, yeah, although we have 2 years of warranty, you might not trust Poco with their cheap motherboards. Now let's just talk about the software. As I told, this smartphone can go into custom ROMs and install a lot of things, but what about when you just bought the Poco F4? What software are you gonna get that time? And yeah, it was running MIUI 13, but the best part is MIUI smartphones actually get lots of update, which is a very good thing. And this is right now running MIUI 14. In case you don't know how to install MIUI 14, I'm gonna give you a tutorial as well. If you want, comment down below. But yeah, it does have MIUI 14 right now, working perfectly fine. Android 13, super smooth and awesome, so no problems there. And now, as I said, I have been using the Poco F4 since the day it was launched. So I just wanted to point out a few things in this smartphone. And number one is the cooling is done pretty perfectly. I never faced this smartphone was overheating at any point in my life. I know I was actually playing BGMI with highest brightness while charging, then I felt it was overheating. But normally I never felt any overheating. A bit of heat happens in every smartphone, but overheating was the major issue in the Poco X3 Pro. Because of that, the processor got heartbreaked or the motherboard broke, and those issues are not present in the F4, which is a good sign. Now let's just talk about one thing which I did not like, and that is the speakers. I mean, yeah, the speakers are super loud. Many people just prefer loudness in India, but the problem with the speakers is it is not that bassy. Like if I compare it to an iPhone 12, even not the 13 or the 14, you will see the iPhone 12 has a lot better speaker. It is bass, it is a bit bassy, it has the perfect treble, not the highest treble like this one has. it has a lot of treble. But other than that, the mids, the lows, the bass, it's not that perfect and well calibrated. But that's what I think. I mean, you guys are the judge. Tell me in the comments below if you have a Poco F4. Do you find it to be the best, or it's just great? Like, not the best, but good. Now let's just talk about one more thing which is a very important factor for choosing a smartphone, and that is the battery life. Now in terms of the battery life, the Poco F4 does not disappoint you. Now I'm not going to talk about the numbers because everybody knows it. I'm going to talk about the real world use. And in terms of the real world use, you are going to be actually happy. Like, it gives you more than 7 to 8 hours of battery backup on a single use, and at times 9 to 10 hours, which is insane. And I think Poco has actually worked on those battery optimizations. We get a lot of MIUI optimizations as well, so in terms of battery life, no issues, no problems. It is fantastic. And the last part is the cameras. Now, the cameras are actually very important for smartphones, but this is a gaming phone. It shouldn't have a great camera, and it actually does not. The main camera is actually a pretty decent one right now. They have actually provided the 64 megapixel OIS camera, but other than that, the front camera is also a bit better than before the Mi11X, but it's not the best. Obviously, you are not gonna compare it to an iPhone 12 or 11, but in case you are looking for smartphones under 30,000 rupees with better cameras, definitely you can get them. So this does not have the best camera under this price range. But for what it does the job. You can take some decent photos. If you know a bit of editing, you can actually make the photos look a little more better. But yeah, it's not the best, it's just okay, and it does the job. So that was my review of the Poco F4. I think after using it extensively, I can say one thing for sure, and that is, I think if this smartphone will not break in the future, and if you can trust Poco with their 2-year warranty, then this is the best smartphone money can buy. That's it. Hope you like it. I will see you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe my channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Peace out.